Good morning, students. We have finished with the second chapter, a poem explanation. We'll come back to the first chapter, okay? Because I had given you all few questions as a homework. Let's discuss those questions, and we'll do the exercises which are there at the end of this lesson, okay? So, children, chapter number 1, A Surprise by Louisa May Alcott. Now, turn to page number 6 of your textbook. If you all see, turn to page number 6, hold a pencil in your hand. Wherever we'll tell you to tick mark, put a tick over there, okay? Now see the first, this is an option question, okay? Where there are options are given and you have to take the correct one. Now, which of the following is the best possible gist of the story? Gist means what? Like when you read this particular the paragraph, you'll come to know exactly what is the story about, okay? Now, the first one is Jo March, a budding writer, writes her first story that gets published in a newspaper, much to the joy of her family and friends. The second one is Jo writes her first story and goes to the publisher to get it published. Here, friends sees her coming out of the office and thinks she had been to the dentist that is on the same floor. Third one, Jo March belongs to a close-knit family of 4 sisters and parents. She writes 2 stories that she gives to the editor of a newspaper who says they might be published. Jo shares the secret with her only friend who catches her coming out of the newspaper office. After a week, her story gets published, much to the joy of her family, herself and her family. Out of these 3, all 3 are related to the story. But out of 3, when you read, which one did you get? You find the best one. Okay. So the second one, because we know that in the first in the first 2 pages of this particular chapter, we come to know that Jo writes her first story and goes to the publisher to get it published. Her friend sees her coming out of the office and thinks she had been to the dentist that is on the same floor. Now, come to the question answer part. Answer briefly. Who is Jo? What did she do? Who was the first person she told about it? So, children, who is Jo? What we have learned? Jo March was a young woman, okay, who wished to be a writer. So, what did she do? She went to the editor to submit her stories. So, who was the first person she told about it? She told Laurie, her best friend, about it. Okay, so how you are going to frame this answer? Jo March was a young woman who wished to be a writer. One day, she submitted 2 of her stories to a newspaper and the editor said that they might be published. Jo shared the secret with her friend Laurie. So this is the answer for the question. Who is Jo? What did she do? Who was the first person she told about it? Okay, children? Now, let's go with the second question. Why did Jo not want to disclose her secret to her family? So, children, as we have discussed, why she did not want to disclose it out to her family? Because she was not sure whether the editor is going to publish it or not. And in case if the editor had not published it, her family would have felt bad, okay, to save them from that emotion, okay. They would have really felt very bad, okay. Similar manner in our life also, unless and until we don't achieve something, we don't never share our secret with someone, okay, because we don't want because we really love our near and dear ones, so we don't want them to be like what to call it to feel bad, okay, to feel sad. So what we do, until we don't get the result, we don't disclose it. So in a similar manner, what happened? Jo did not want to disclose her secret to her family as she was not sure whether her stories would finally get published. Her family loved her very much and she wanted to save them from being disheartened if her stories were rejected. So this is the answer for the question. Why did Jo not want to disclose her secret to her family? Now, let's go with the third question. How long did Jo have to wait for the final outcome of her venture? So, children, for how many days she had to wait? She had to wait for a week, because the editor told her that in a week I'll let you know. So what that means, for a week she had to wait. So this is the answer for the third question. How long did Joe have to wait for the final outcome of her venture? Next, how did Joe's family react to her news? How they felt, children? They were very happy. So what you're going to say, instead of saying very happy, you can use the word thrilled. So Joe's family were thrilled with this little success of Joe's and expressed their joy in different ways. Even the maid, her four sisters, her maid, her mother, they all expressed their joy in different way. Okay, so they were really very thrilled. Thrilled means what? Excited with this little success of Joe's. Okay, so the answer for this question, how did Joe's family react to her news? Joe's family were thrilled with this little success of Joe's and expressed their joy in different ways. So this is the answer for fourth question. Now come to the C part. Answer in reference to the context. Okay, a line is given and based on that line few questions are there, children. Okay, and you have to write the answer. This is known as reference to context, or you can say as, in other word, it is also called as extract. Okay, reference to context, in other word, it is also called as extract. So in English literature we'll use the word extract. Okay, so this is a particular line from the chapter. Few questions will be given and you have to answer the question. So in ICSE board mostly they give extracts. Okay, a line is given, few questions are given, you have to answer those questions. So let's see what is the first extract. Okay, it's like her to come alone, but if she has a bad time, she will need someone to help her home. So children, who said this and about whom? What was their relationship? So when we read this line, who said this words, children? Yes, Laurie said this word about Joe. Okay, about Joe. When he watched her coming out of the building. Okay, and in that building, why he felt that? Because Joe went to the newspaper editor's office, but Laurie thought that she went to the dentist, to the dentist doctor. Okay, and who was Laurie? Laurie was Joe's friend. So how you're going to frame it? You're going to frame in this manner. Laurie said this about Joe, whom he watched coming out of a building where there was a dentist chamber as well as a newspaper office. Laurie was Joe's friend. So this is called as the extract is given. The first answer, we read the line. From that line we came to know that who said this word and about whom and what was their relationship. So for this you should know the entire the chapter. You should read the chapter and you should know the story about it. Okay children, because the extract can come from any part of the chapter. Now what did he assume when he saw her? So what did he assume, children, when he saw Joe coming out of the from that building? He assumed that Joe was coming out of the dentist's chamber and that she must have had a painful tooth extraction. It means what? When he saw Joe coming from the building, he thought that she's coming from the dental clinic, okay? And she might have removed the tooth, and because of which she must be having she must had a painful tooth extraction. Extraction means what? To remove, okay? So this is the answer for the question. What did he assume when he saw her? Now, the next question. Was his guess correct? If yes, then why? And if no, then why? So children, was his guess correct? No. Why? Had Joe gone to the dentist? No, she went to the newspaper editor's office. So, how are you going to write? No, his guess was wrong. Okay? Always remember, when some questions are asked to you, always write yes or no first. Like in this, was his guess correct? So you don't say directly. You are going to write like no, his guess was wrong, and then you give the reason. In the exam also, Jo had actually gone to submit her stories to the newspaper office located in the same building. Okay, children, this is the answer for the question. Was his guess correct? Why not? Now, if you see the extra, the extract, in that the questions were given, like a line was taken from the chapter and questions were given. We have solved the first extract. Okay, now let's solve the second extract. Reference to context is called as extract. Okay, so instead of saying reference to context, we will use the word extract. What shall we do with that girl? She never will behave like a young lady, sighed Meg. Okay, now who is Meg, children? What did I tell you? Jo, they were four sisters. Meg, Jo, Beth and Amy. Amy was the youngest one. So, who is Meg? Meg is the elder sister of Jo. About whom did she say this? About whom was Meg saying? Meg was saying this about her sister Jo. Because so how are you going to write this? Meg is the elder sister of Jo. Meg said this about her sister Jo. Is it clear, children? Now, let's continue with the next question. What was that girl doing that made Meg say this? Now, about which girl Meg is talking about? About Jo. So, what Jo did that Meg said this, the above lines? Okay, what Jo did? Come on, children, think about it. She was racing with Laurie in the garden. So, the answer is Jo was a lively young person. Meg saw her outside the garden where she and Laurie were racing each other. Racing means what? They were having a running race. Okay? So, this is the answer for the question. What was that girl doing that made Meg say this? Now, the next question. What things did that girl do which were not ladylike according to Meg? So, children, what did Jo do that Meg felt that it is not like a ladylike? Yes, Jo was racing in the garden. Okay, so what Meg felt that since Jo belonged to a certain, like children of certain age, okay, should not behave in a childish manner. Okay, because she was the eldest one, so she had this opinion. So you can write, Meg thought that the girls of certain age should not race and that it was not ladylike. Okay, children, I hope you all have understood. So, what is an extract? An extract is a line which is taken. It can be one line or a few lines which are taken from the chapter itself, and few questions will be related to those lines. Okay, reference to context is also called as extract. So, now onwards we will use the word extract. Okay, instead of using reference to context. Is it clear, children? Okay, children, we have done the first two extract. Now, the third extract and think and answer we'll do in the next lecture. So, till then, you will in the next lecture you can find the answers for the third extract and think and answer. Okay, we'll discuss in the next lecture.